it's Jacqueline with systemsforselfcare.com, where I teach you to consistently take daily action so you can create the life that you want. Surprise, surprise, we're going to talk about that today, taking daily action. But let's talk about an action that you may or may not need to be doing every day, and that is getting on the scale every day. So the question is, should you be getting on the scale every day? I hear this from a lot of people. I've heard this from clients. I've heard this in open question periods. Jacqueline, should I be getting on the scale every day? Or how often should I be getting on the scale? Today, we're going to talk about the pros of getting on the scale every day, the cons, and if there's an alternative out there. So the pros, obviously you get to see daily results. You know where you're standing. You get on the scale, you know what the number says. And this is obviously if your goal is weight loss, if you are trying to lose weight, which I guess I should backtrack and say, I'm not anti weight loss. I'm not anti you wanting to change your body. I just always like to, hey, if you're going to go about this, let's go about it in a way that's actually going to help you long term, help you with sustainable results, and something that you'd want for a young female in your life. So let's get back to that. The pros of getting on the scale every day. Obviously, you get to see your daily results. If your goal is wanting to lose weight, wanting the number on the scale to be smaller, you get on the scale and you get to see what that number is. You know if you're on track with your goal, if you're not on track, right? Another pro, it holds you accountable. You get to hold yourself accountable. So it's a measure. Getting on the scale is a measure to see, am I moving further along on where I should be going? I guess the same thing as number 3, but like you get to move forward on your goal. You know, like, okay, cool, I'm good to go. Things are going great. Or otherwise, oh, I'm not good to go. I need to make some changes. And number 4, like it is so satisfying. You feel so satisfied with yourself when the number gets smaller, right? I can think about the first time that I was like super serious about wanting to change the scale and wanting to get healthier and lose weight. And that was for my 30th birthday. So when I was 29, I guess, is when I kind of started getting more serious. And at some point, I don't remember what number it was on the scale that I wanted to hit, but at some point I got to some number and I let myself go get a tattoo. I got a little heart on the back of my right shoulder. And that was like a little gift to myself for getting under this certain number, right? The cons of getting on the scale every day is when the scale goes up, you feel like crap. You feel like a failure. Like, oh my gosh, I can't do anything right, right? 2, when the scale stays the same, you feel like it was a waste. You know, I've been eating healthy this week. I've been working out. I said no to going out with my friends. I said no to the donut. I said no to McDonald's. I said no to Stan's Donuts. I said no to the vacation, and the scale stayed the same. I feel like this was such a waste. I deprived myself so much and I went over the top with exercise and the scale stayed the same. What a waste. Another thing, if the scale goes down just a tiny bit, same thing. You feel like it was a waste. It wasn't enough. Again, you went over the top with meals and with movement, and it's still nothing changed. And then you start to think that there's something wrong with you. Maybe there's something wrong with your body, right? Number 4, a con of getting on the scale every day is you get super obsessed. You might get on and off 5 times. I used to do that. Get on the scale, not like the number, go to the bathroom, get on the scale again, not like the number, go for a run, go work out, get on the scale, not like the number, vow to not eat carbs, get on the scale, not like the number. It's never enough. That number on the scale becomes your whole life, right? Another thing, another con, you're a model for young females in your life, whether you realize it or not, whether you're a mom or you're a teacher or whatever, or even just like other females that you encounter during your day and during your week, this constant obsession with our bodies and with the scale. It's like, oh my gosh, is there anything else that we as women can talk about? Right. And again, we're going to get to this. I am not anti weight loss. I am not anti you wanting to change your body. That is totally fine. It is totally fine to want to change your body, but this obsession that we have and this like beating ourselves up over this number on this little box, like how is that helping you be healthier? Is it? I can think back to so many different times in my life where I was like, cool, I'm going to get healthier, which meant I'm going to lose weight. I want to lose weight. And what do? You go out and you buy a new scale. I remember My first year out of college, went and bought a new scale because that was going to motivate me to lose weight. I know another time, Paul and I spent like almost $200 on this silly scale that would connect with like the Fitbit app on your phone. And so it would like automatically record what you weighed, right? But here's what happens is at some point you get fed up with the scale, the number's not changing, or you stop doing the actions, you stop, like, weight loss stops being an important goal, and you say F it, and you stop getting on the scale, and now you have a $200 scale. Like, why do I have this? um some people can have a healthy relationship with the scale. If they like it, cool. But for me, I don't get on this scale, and I haven't been on this scale in a while. And every once in a while, that curiosity, oh, I wonder what this scale says. And I'm like, why would you get on it? What is that information going to do for you? What is that data going to do for you? Is it going to make you feel good, or is it going to make you feel like, oh man, what you're doing is not enough? What does that number do for you? It doesn't do anything for me. It really doesn't. I know that last year when I needed to go to the doctor, I can get on the scale and the doctor can record the number, but I don't need that information. I know how my body feels, and I know how my clothes fit. And more importantly, I know what daily actions I'm taking. So, is there an alternative to getting on the scale every day? What I want to talk about today, I'm going to teach you two new terms. And the first one is lead measures, and the second one is lag measures. If you're in sales, if you're in a business, if you have a company, you've probably heard these terms, lead measures and lag measures, but let me give you some examples of what it is in different contexts. So lead measures are basically your daily actions, the behaviors that you can take towards a goal. Lead measures lead you toward a goal. They're things that you can change in the moment. You can change these things day by day. You have control over your lead measures. So if you are in school, if you're in education, one lead measure is attendance. Are you showing up to class? That's a lead measure that, the more that you show up to class, the more likelihood that you're consuming the knowledge, you're participating in the activities, and you are going to get the grade or whatever, do well on the test or learn the information. Actually just showing up to class, right? Attendance, that's a lead measure. If you are working on your personal health, a lead measure is going for a daily 20-minute walk every morning, going for a daily 20-minute walk. That is a lead measure. That is a daily action that you have control over, and doing it leads to these results that you want. If you're in sales, a lead measure would be how many sales calls are you making every day? If you're a blogger, are you blogging every day? Are you writing a blog every day? If you're a podcaster, are you making podcasts? Those are lead measures. Those are things that you have control over, and doing them every day or doing them consistently, doing them repeatedly is going to give you the results that you want. The lag measure. So lead, like it's going to lead you where you want to go. Lag is at the end. You don't really have control over lag measures. Getting on this scale is a lag measure. You don't have control over the number on the scale, but you do have control of your lead measures. Oops, I just dropped a bunch of markers. You do have control over your lead measures. You don't have control over your lag measures. You have control of the things that cause the lag measures. Okay, so getting a crappy grade in a class, that's a lag measure. Oh, right, I didn't go to class ever. I didn't study. I didn't do any of my homework. I didn't complete any of the projects. Those are my lead measures. As a result of not doing those things, I got a crappy grade. Or, I'm training for a marathon. Let's pretend you're training for a marathon. Showing up and doing the daily runs. Those are your lead measures. Your lag measure is how you do on the day of the run. You don't have control over how you do, but you do have control over the daily actions that you take. Getting on the scale is a lag measure. You don't have control over it. There's so many variables that go into it. What you do have control over is, are you taking the daily actions? So should you get on the scale every day? My personal opinion, especially if you've had a rocky relationship with the scale in the past and you've done these things where you get on and you get off and you feel crappy about yourself and you end up throwing in the towel and not doing anything, stop getting on the scale and just focus in on your daily actions. Just focus in on your lead measures. So some really solid lead measures that actually will help the scale move and actually will help your body change. Number one, eat with the 5 Ps. Cool. You're about to sit down for a meal. You have the option to eat a giant cheeseburger and French fries, or you could choose a salad and half of a cheeseburger, or you could choose a 5 P salad. You can use the 5 Ps: plants, protein, a little bit of processed fun food, plenty of water, and plate it. You can use the 5 Ps when you build all of your meals. That is one lead measure that is going to help you change your body. And yes, the scale will change it, but help you change your body. I think that's the words I'm going to use. It's going to help you change your body. That's the important thing, right? You want to, maybe you want to feel leaner, you want to feel slimmer, you want to feel stronger, you want to feel more energized. The number on the scale, we've all known times that it didn't change, but you felt and looks better in your body. Maybe there was more muscle on your body, more the physique that you wanted, the composition, right? So, anyways, one lead measure to changing your body is focusing on the 5 Ps with every meal that you eat. Consistently take daily action. Use the 5 Ps. And number two, another lead measure that can help you change your body is going for a daily 20-minute walk every morning, going for a 20-minute walk or 20-minute run, right? Basically moving your body, getting in steps, neat, moving your body. That is going to help you change your body. That's a lead measure that you can focus in on. Number three, another lead measure that can help you change your body is lifting, lifting weights, picking heavy things up, putting them down, and picking them up again. So things like doing bicep curls, triceps, tricep dips, shoulder press, push press, bench press, doing squats, doing lunges, doing deadlifts, doing glute bridges, lifting heavy things, whether that is a weight or using your body to lift. Do squats. Every time you do a squat, you're lifting your whole body, right? Lifting weights and focusing on strength training, that is going to help you change your body. Just do 15 minutes. You can go back and listen to the episode about things that have helped me with solo lifting or solo running. But so we have meals, focusing in on the 5 Ps, moving your body with a run or a walk every day, and lifting heavy things and putting them back down. Those are 3 lead measures that can help you change your body. Another lead measure that you can focus in on that will help you change your body is getting enough sleep. So actually, the lead measure would be going to bed on time, right? So that's the action that you can actually take. Getting enough sleep, getting 8 hours of sleep. That's actually another lag measure. As a result of I need to wake up at 6 a.m. So I'm going to go to bed at 10 p.m. or 11 p.m. or whatever it is. My recommendation is always like, cool, what time do you want to wake up at? You want to wake up at 6. Now let's count back and see what time you need to go to bed so that you get 7 hours of sleep or you get 8 hours of sleep. Another lead measure along with sleep is making sure that your phone is outside of your room, or you don't drink caffeine past 12 p.m. and you're drinking water and you're moving your body. Actually moving your body will help you get better sleep. But like those are things that you can control. Those are things that you can take daily action on. You getting good sleep, it happens as a result of those things, and by you getting good sleep, that's going to help this whole circle in place again. I know Erica Tabor talked about and high energy loops and low energy loops. Doing all of these daily actions to keep you in a high energy loop, that is going to help you change your body. And yeah, as a result, the scale will probably change. But I mean, I bet the thing that you really want is to feel leaner, to feel stronger, to feel more energized, for your clothes to fit, for you to be able to look in the mirror and be like, cool, I'm doing great things. My body feels good. I feel good about myself. I think that those are probably the things that you want more. It's just that we put so much pressure on ourselves for this number on the scale, this number that was on our driver's license when we got our driver's license when we were 16. You think that you need to be that number. You need to be that number that you were in high school, or that number that you were when you graduated college, or that number when you put on a wedding dress or whatever. There's so much weight put on that number. That number is just so arbitrary. It's just a number. It's just a number. It's just a number. My body has it, right now, I have more muscle on my body than I had a year ago because I've been focusing in on the 15-minute lifting sessions. I've been using my movement menu. I have more muscle on my body than I did a year ago. I don't know what the scale says. I don't know what that information is going to do for me. Um, and it very well might be that the scale says exactly the same as it did a year ago, but I feel stronger. I feel more energized. I like the way my arms and my quads are looking. So I'm not going to put so much weight on that number on the scale. So to recap, should you be getting on this scale every day? A lot of people say, like, yes, you need to do this so that holds yourself accountable. My recommendations would be don't focus so much on the scale. That's a lag measure. What you really want to focus in on is your lead measures, the daily actions that you're able to take. My suggestion would be if you want to track something, track your daily actions, use the 365 habit tracker. Did I eat 5 peas at lunch? Yes or no? I can color that in. Did I eat the 5 peas at dinner? Yes or no? I can color that in. That's very objective. Like that, you can see the daily actions that you're taking. Did I go for a walk today? Yes or no? Did I lift for 15 minutes today? Yes or no? Again, you can color that in. That's very objective. And here's the great thing is like if things aren't changing, it's probably because you haven't been consistent with these daily actions. Probably nothing wrong with the plan. It's probably just that things have popped up. You've listened to self-sabotaging thoughts and haven't been consistent with the daily action. So the great thing is you don't even need to measure or mess with the lag measure. You don't need to mess with beating yourself up. You just need to focus in on being consistent with your daily actions. So I hope that was helpful for you today. I got to say that letting go of this scale, it does help you feel good in your head. It helps you feel good in your body. Focusing in, oh my gosh, focusing in on the daily actions will help you create the life that you want to live. For more information, you can click in the show notes. I have a blog up there going through some other things. And then again, the copy of the 365 habit tracker. Using the 365 habit tracker is going to help you track those daily actions. Again, those are the things that you have control over. Those are the things that you actually can change. And by changing those things, showing up and consistently doing those things, you will get the results that you want. Again, you can go to systemsforselfcare.com/365 habit tracker, or to read the blog, you can click the link in the show notes to find today's blog. Take care. I will see you in the next one. Bye.